Okay, last section in chapter 12 is 12.5. It's recursive formulas. So basically recursive formulas means they're giving you a term and you have to use that term to find the next one. So a little bit of notation first. So you've been doing AN. That just means any general term you want to find. If you do AN minus 1, all in the sum, that means previous term. Previous term. Or go one back. Sometimes we say go one back. If I do AN minus 2, I'm talking about 2 terms back. This one always begins at A1, always begins at the first term. So let's look here. Find the first 6 terms. Let's find the first 5. Let's do the first 5. So they gave me my first one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This rule tells me to find the next term, I take the previous one and add 4. So to find the second term, do the first one plus 4 and I get 5. To find the next term, I do the previous one plus 4, 9. This one, previous one plus 4, 13. Previous one plus 4, 17. You're basically just using the term before. So let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gave me my first term as 1. This one says it's 3 times my previous term. So previous term times 3, 1 times 3, 3. This one, previous term times 3, 9, 27, 81. Last one here is a little bit different. It gives me my first 2 terms, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives me my first term is 7, second term is 5. Because this is saying, to get my next term, I do 3 times the previous one, plus 4 times the one before that. So basically, for this term, I do 3 times 5, my previous term, plus 4 times 7, the one before that. 15 plus whatever gives me 43. For my next term, so for this one, I do 3 times my previous term, which is 43, plus 4 times the one before that, 5. Gives me 149. For this one, I do 3 times my previous term, 149, plus 4 times the one before that, 43. So these numbers are getting big really quickly. 619. Okay. Write the recursive rule for the sequence. So recursive rules always start off with my first term is 3, or whatever your first term is. First term is 3. To find the next one, what's happening here? My pattern is I'm adding 10. So I take my previous term and I add 10. Let's look at this one. 16 to 40, 40 to 100. Okay, we're not adding anything. Let's see about multiplying. 100 divided by 40. Well, if you do some quick calculations here, that's multiplying by 2.5. So, recursive, I always start, my first term is 16. My formula, I do 2.5 times my term before that. Next one. Okay, these two are the tricky one. It's kind of like this one up here, where you had to get the first 2 terms. So if I have, my first term is 5, my second term is 7. If I notice a pattern here, because 5 plus 7 is 12. 7 plus 12 is 19. 12 plus 19 is 31. So if I keep going along that pattern, basically my pattern is I take the previous one and add it to the one before that. And we are going to skip that one. So that's it. That's all for chapter 12.